In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to find the best fair value gaps. So I always see fair value gap traders getting confused when there's a bunch of imbalances to the upside. And as simple as it sounds, all you have to do is go up in time frames until you find one singular fair value gap. So right here on weekly chart, we can sum up this whole entire imbalance by just looking at the weekly chart. So we can see here that from this swing low, this would be the most important fair value gap in the market. So I've made a small list of things that you can use to help you identify these singular fair value gaps. So step one, we start from a recent swing high or a recent swing low. So for SPY, we started from this recent swing low. And then step two, you go up in time frames until you find that singular fair value gap. So these are the time frames that I use. You can take a moment to pause the video if you need. And then if I'm day trading, these are the way that I like to use these time frames. And if I can't find any other singular fair value gaps on those time frames, there are times that I'll use weird time frames like 20, 25 minute, 2-day, 3-day, etc. So if we're looking at SPY from this recent swing low, we can start from our lowest time frame at 5 minute and then start going up in time frames until we find our singular fair value gap. And then as you saw in the intro, we finally get it here on this 1 week chart. Alright, and then step three is to use that as your high time frame bias and then take trades out of these areas using low time frame singular fair value gaps. So if SPY were to head straight for this 1 week fair value gap, we'd look for a bearish fair value gap to be formed off this swing high that would invert after we tap into this zone, or we'd look for a clean bullish fair value gap to form after this swing low, looking for only those singular fair value gaps. So I'll show you an example of an inverted fair value gap and a regular fair value gap entry off of the high time frame bias. So here on Bitcoin, we can see that price formed this swing high, and then we had this singular bearish fair value gap on it. And then once that inverted, we had a huge move up out of it. And the reason that it's the singular fair value gap is because if you go up to the left here, you can't find any other fair value gaps in this price movement. This is the only one that you can find. And then by scrolling to the left here, I'll show you an example of a bullish fair value gap entry out of it. So here we got this 1 hour bullish singular fair value gap, and then we can see it formed off this swing low after it tapped into that high time frame fair value gap. And then we had a beautiful reaction out of it. If you want to learn more, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and then join the free Discord in the pinned comment as well as the description.